This is day 18 of our 30-day countdown towards the Further Maths Level 2 GCSE. And yesterday's question asked us to state the values of x where this function here is a decreasing function. So a decreasing function is where the graph is decreasing. So we see here a quick sketch of a quadratic, right-hand side. It's decreasing when the graph is going down. So the way we're going to do this with this function up here is to find its turning points. Now we find its turning points by taking its derivative and solving it equal to 0. So dy by dx of this function, well, we're going to multiply by the indice and then subtract 1. Multiply by the indice, subtract 1, and then multiply by the indice. So we need to solve when this thing is equal to 0. Now we're going to assume this is on a non-calculator paper, so we're going to factorise. And the way we're going to do this is either by the Hegarty method or slide and divide method, whatever you call it. So we're going to multiply this first term by this last one. So we're going to rewrite it as x squared plus 10x plus 24. And we're now going to factorise this. So we're looking for pairs of numbers that times together to give you 24. We've got 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. And we're asking for which pairs multiply together to give you positive 10. Will be that one. So in our brackets, we're not dealing with x squared, we're actually dealing with 3x squared. So we'll put in 3x there, plus 4, 3x plus 6. Now, if we notice, we've times this 8 by 3, so we're going to have to divide one of our brackets by 3. And the only one we can do that to is this second one. So we've got 3x plus 4, bracket x plus 2. Bring back our equals 0 now. So we're going to solve this. So it's either going to be 3x plus 4 equals 0. We can rearrange and solve this. We're going to end up with x equals negative 4 over 3. Or x plus 2 equals 0. So x equals negative 2. So the x part of our two turning points is that. So if I do a quick sketch, if I've got a positive cubic like we have here, we have x cubed. We're going to see a shape where we're going up to begin with, down, and then back up. Now our two turning points are going to be these two. It's going to be these two values. So negative 2 is less, so it'll be on the left. Negative 4 over 3 is bigger than negative 2, so it's be on the right. And we want to say when this graph is decreasing, when it's going down. So it's decreasing in this part only. So if we're going to write that as an inequality, x has to be this side of the negative 2. So it has to be bigger than the negative 2. It has to be this side of the negative 4 over 3. So it's got to be less than negative 4 over 3. So our function is decreasing through this inequality. Today's question is to prove that 1 take away 2 sine squared x plus sine 4x is an identity, is always equal to cos to the 4x.